super excited right now because Eli had to dig up the entire yard, pretty much wherever you can see that there isn't grass, to put in the water lines for the hydrants that we added. And I told him today that it would be nice, or it will be nice when we can flatten it out, because there was like big mounds all along it, and I, especially in the snow, kept tripping over them, and it just wasn't even ground, so it kind of sucked. And that's what he's doing. And Calhoun's playing in his, there was a big mound of dirt right here. He still has to run a line from the central boiler to the barn eventually so that it can be heated when he's out there working. So he left this little hole open. But now I'm just hoping he goes over and does that one too, because it looks so much better. It's so much easier to walk on flat ground, and I'm myself and both my son, we are both very clumsy kinds of people. So let's see if he's gonna, he might not. And maybe he's going to flip the compost. But we can go check on the garlic too. See the heat coming off of that. It's hot in there. But look at this beautiful garlic. I'm so excited. I definitely need to add some mulch in. There's tons of weeds coming up. Lots of grass that wants to just take back over. And so he just tilled up these longer beds for me. He added one here. This wasn't here last year. This one was, we used it, it was about half as long as it is now, and it was for sunflowers. The one after that was our squash and pumpkin patch, and then he made another one after that right there, and then there's the 2 raised beds, but he made it double the size, so it was cut down a considerable amount, and he just extended them to make it further. But I need to get out here and put cardboard down. And I think my plan is to put cardboard in all of the walkways first, and then put wood chips and bark down that we are getting from a friend who owns a wood place nearby. And that way I have my walkways figured out, and then I'm gonna put cardboard down in the beds and just cut holes in the cardboard to plant my stuff, because I did not get cardboard down last fall, unfortunately. But we did have a good friend that lives nearby give us a ton of her moving boxes that she still had, and then we kept a few of ours still too, so most of our stuff is still even packed up. But what are you doing, Fee? So I'm trying to figure out, because at first Eli was saying that we should just put cardboard along the entire thing, walkways and everything, but then I'm saying, like, I'm not sure where my beds are going to be underneath the cardboard if the entire thing is covered, and he already tilled it all up, so I don't want to miss out on the space that's tilled. And we're going to have the walkways mulched, so I definitely think that we should just cardboard the walkways, put that mulch down, and then I'll know where my beds are to put cardboard on top of that. I've been picking up rocks because there's tons of huge rocks out here. And I've been finding these little robin eggs. They're so delicate. Hopefully they had time to hatch. I don't know. I guess they could have. I just don't know why they're scattered all over the garden beds, because I found a bunch of them. I came through with a bucket earlier and pulled a bunch of these huge rocks out. Be nice to have pigs go through, because then they could really pull them out for me. And then I also got a seeder. So I'm super excited to implement that this year. I think it's going to help a lot, especially with corn and carrots, because for some reason carrots I've just had a lot of issues with since moving here. I got a beautiful yield for 2 years, and then I moved here and there's no germination whatsoever. So I'm hoping that the seeder will do its thing and properly place them in the ground for me. And especially with being pregnant right now, I definitely think that it will be really helpful instead of all the back-breaking labor that you typically have with planting. But that's it. I'm gonna go check on my son. See y'all. Don't forget their treats. Calhoun, can you come get these? There's 2 of them. Scrambled eggs.
If you don't want to lose boots.
What's that?
Apple cider vinegar.
Mmm. Definitely gonna get my first mosquito bite tonight. Ooh, bugs. No. You gonna stay in there with the pigs all night? Sleep with them in their hut? You'd fit right in.
What?
What are you working on?
Trying to find a way to bury the well, the electric and the water line we ran for the new well when we did the boiler. We never backfilled this last winter because I didn't know how to do it, or I could be able to find it when we get a well driller here, but then I came up with this. So now you'll be able to dig around it and find it. I don't have to worry about Calhoun falling in this anymore. pipe.
You want a what?
A wheel?
Yeah, it's a wheel for one of your tractors. You're gonna help Papa? Okay. You are helping Papa.
Hand me a shovel. Probably muttering when I said it the first time, but we ran this line for a new water well. Not the only place we can put it. We're far enough away for our septic, far away from compost things, 10 foot off of that electric line. But I dug it in and ran it into the house and ran sufficient electric for possibly a variable speed well, but if not, overkill for a normal well. And 1.25 inch pipe. And I just left it open last winter because I procrastinated putting the boiler in, so it was late. And this hole's been open for dogs and kids to fall in, but finally thought of something that would be easy to dig around to find. The electric and this poly pipe. Once it firms up and I pack it in, I'll just put a T-post in and probably just have a loop of poly sticking up in the air, which is ugly, but better than this open hole.
You gonna help him, Calhoun? Here, Calhoun. Why don't you do this one right here, where you were before, so you don't fall. Come over on this side, Calhoun. Can you put this dirt in? Good job. You don't want to use your big shovel? This one? Okay. So excited to have this filled. Looking good. Look at how perfect this looks. You're goofy. Chickens will have fun digging through the dirt. Okay, so I forgot to make a sign-off video for my last YouTube video, so this will be it. I just moved all of my tomato, celery, pepper, and pumpkin plants upstairs. I just put a folding table on the porch and put them on here. I'm trying to harden them off as fast as I can. I think it's May 15th or 16th, somewhere around there. I'll put it on the screen just to kind of keep track of where they are. These pumpkin plants look awesome. The leaves are huge and there are tons in here. So many leaves. And then lots of peppers, tomatoes, my sad looking celery, and more tomatoes. But yeah, so I just got these moved upstairs. I'm super excited to get them hardened off. And then in the garden, thankfully I always wait till Memorial Day weekend usually to plant tomatoes and peppers in the garden because we always get a last freeze, and last night we definitely got one. So I don't ever plant before Memorial Day weekend. Usually I'm too busy anyways, kind of preparing the garden. So I just give them a little bit more extra time. I planted some giant jalapeno seeds. They still haven't germinated yet. Hopefully they'll germinate because I feel like the last few years my jalapenos have been pretty puny. But we'll see how they do. Hopefully those grow. And then my peppers are actually still looking pretty small too. Usually they're a lot bigger than this by the time they're ready to go out. So hopefully those go through a growth spurt. And then lastly, I wanted to say thank you to Emily and Sebastian for sending us these awesome seed trays. I'm so excited. I really am. I kind of teared up a little when we got them because I need them very badly. I haven't gotten any in years. I don't remember if I've ever actually bought any new. Eli had a bunch when I met him, and I think I used those, but they usually aren't the thickest, best quality, so they tend to break with the amount of plants and watering that happens, but I definitely keep them over the years and reuse them a ton, so thank you so much for sending those. I'm going to get a lot of use out of them and lots of plant growth, so thank you, thank you, thank you. But that's about it for today. I'm just hardening off plants, checking on animals. We put our cows out in a new area with the electric fence, so I've been keeping an eye on them to make sure that they don't bust out again. But yeah, I'll see you next time.